One of the things that makes Chicago a great theater city is a large number of companies, its wide range of theater scenes, and the diverse cultural backgrounds that it has. One organization that is making sure the theater community continues to thrive is a place known as the League of Chicago Theaters. Here to talk more about what they do is Tania Bermudez. She's the marketing manager. There she is. And Tony Bondoc. He's the director of programming. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you for having us.
You guys will soon be highlighting and showcasing one of my favorite people and probably one of the most talented people here in Chicago. Talk about Henry Godinez and the award that he's going to get.
Absolutely. Henry Godinez is going to receive the Lifetime Achievement Award from the League of Chicago Theaters, and we will be presenting that in a couple of weeks at our annual Spotlight Gala taking place August 4th at Teatro Zinzanni. But Henry Godinez has been a pillar in our community, in the Chicago theater community, for a long time, and has made such a great impact that we feel not only is he deserving of this award, but it's time to uplift and celebrate all of his work, and we think this is the perfect platform to do that.
Yeah, and his role too within the Latino community, because not only is he sort of a star in the theater world, but he is a Latino who a lot of people look up to here in our city and really across the country. I'll let you talk about him a little bit more. I don't know how familiar you are with him.
I will say I was very excited to go through his archive and see.
He's got a lot,
He really an expansive one, and just how relatable he is with other people. Like, people are really connecting with him receiving this award and are excited.
For sure.
He has a lot of experience, not just within the theater community, but he's founded a lot of the organizations that we now support within the Latino theater scene in Chicago, and he works with the Goodman Theater. He's also chair for Northwestern.
Teatro Vista too. He's done stuff with them.
And I think everyone has their Henry story. I as well.
Yeah.
The first rehearsal room that I was able to get into in Chicago, full of Latinos, a predominantly Latino production, but I think that it's his work. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's very great, very great. Okay, so that brings us into the conversation about the work that you do here locally and even advocating for some of these smaller theaters by going all the way to Springfield and talking to legislators there. So explain the work that you do.
Absolutely. So the League of Chicago Theaters is a membership organization that serves over 200 theaters in Chicago and surrounding areas. And we do a lot of work to represent the Chicago theaters and make sure that they have a collective voice. So part of that looks like us going down to Springfield to advocate for Chicago theaters, but then also through Hot Ticks, we make sure that Chicago audiences have access to discounted tickets. We just launched our newest program, Shuttle to the Show, to bus Chicago audiences to our suburb theaters. So a couple of weeks ago, we got to take a bus out to Writers Theater in Glencoe. But all in all, it's about supporting Chicago theaters and getting audiences to our theaters, and then just making sure everyone knows the large breadth of work that's happening, you know, from Broadway in Chicago to our storefronts and our theaters that kind of get up and go and are all around the city. So just making sure that everyone has a pulse at all times.
I was bringing up earlier that I think for a long time there was a sense that within the Latino community perhaps theater didn't play a large enough role, or you know, they didn't gravitate to that form of art oftentimes. And so do you see that changing? Have you seen that evolve?
I do. I think Latinos are incredible storytellers, and that it is such a big part of our culture. So I see it in our neighborhoods, and I think it's more about like folks going out and exploring and finding these theaters in their neighborhoods because they are there.
It's just taking a good look and finding them. Okay, I love it. Talk about what else you'll be doing, because you've got a lot of different projects that are coming up as a way to introduce the audience to some of these theater groups. So tell me some more about some of the projects.
Absolutely. So in case some of your viewers don't know, this fall is theater season, so we will be campaigning for that, making sure that everyone knows.
So it's kind of like Broadway in Chicago, kind of opening that up, like a theater week almost.
Yes,
yeah.
And so making sure that we have discounted tickets for everyone from all different corners of Chicago. And then coming up after our gala, leading into next year, you can expect our Chicago Theater Week, which is probably one of our biggest activations. But then we also have our kickoff, which we invite the whole community to attend and be a part of and buy tickets. We also have tickets for 20 that's happening.
Tickets for 20, what's that?
So do you want to?
Yes, that's tickets for a 20,
So $20, yeah.
including not including fees.
Okay.
But yes, that is a promotion for Hot Ticks coming up in the fall, and that again brings accessibility to audiences. You can buy a ticket to a show for $20.
Like a show
Yes.
at any theater in Chicago?
Participating theaters.
Participating
yes,
theaters.
and on Hot Ticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you go to like theaterinchicago.com?
You'll
or?
go to hottix.org.
Okay,
Yes.
I've got to check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Find all
looking
those
at it
deals
right
there.
after.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No kidding. Okay. I want to get information up on the screen about how folks can get in touch with your League of Theaters and how they can help. Perhaps there it is, leagueofchicagotheaters.org. You've got the gala coming up. You're doing a lot of work. I know that after the pandemic, it's like the entertainment industry has been trying to recover. How are theaters doing? Because I oftentimes hear about smaller theaters closing or just not having the resources they need to stay afloat.
Absolutely. I think the impact has been felt for all of our theaters, for our artists as well, our individual artists. So we've been trying to make sure that, at least within the Chicago community, and that our representatives locally, at a state level, at a federal level, know about the work that's going on here. And the Chicago theater community has such a profound impact, not just in Chicago, but around the country.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that even though, some of our theaters do face these challenges, that they know that they have the League to support them and to be a collective voice, that they do have us to lean on.
Well, we value your work that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.